And this is our topic tonight, try wealth plans. So we always say, well, our kids need to study hard, need to have a good grades. This is really wonderful. But also as a parent, when the little baby is born, we can help them to be able to create wealth along the way. So in the beginning, we will say, this is a new life, new hope. It really brings such a joy to the family, right? A child is the best gift from heaven above. This is always, I see every child is such a wonderful, beautiful gift. But on the other hand, from a parent's point of view, what kind of gift that we can give it to our child so they can start off their life very great? So we say, well, to raise a child is not an easy task. Often in our community, in different community, we say it takes a village to raise a child. It's not just like a parent's responsibility, right? So we need to take care of the child's health, their spirit, their soul, and their body need to be balanced. Also, we need to help them to have a balanced development, their will, their mind, their emotion, and also build a very good family relationships. And so they will have this environment feel safety. Again, we also would like to say, well, there's a one dimension might not have a lot of people think about. How parents can help the little one never worry about money in his or in her lifetime. And it is truly, truly achievable because this afternoon, our guest speaker, Stephen O, came to the office and really demonstrate her 2 months old baby will have 100,000 by the age of 10. And then by the age of 20, it could be a double and tripled amount. Is it possible? And tonight, I'm going to show you the plans. So how to build a wealth for the child? Number one thing, I would like to ask 2 key questions. Question number 1, which way can help you to build wealth? Option 1, spend what is left after saving. Option B, save what is left after spending. So we have a very key concept, says pay yourself first. We need to make saving as a discipline. Let's say we say 10%, 20% of the income to build wealth. Then whatever the money left, we go to spending. So we always keep the ends meet, and also we would not overspend. Okay. Number 2, when should I start to save? Should I do it now or do it later? A lot of times the people will say, oh, I don't have money now. I'm going to wait until I have money. A lot of times we see what happened is that because the inflation, because the rising of the prices of everything and their salary or their income is not really rising fast enough, and they really find themselves in this cycle that they never find the money. Right? But we always suggest people say, even you start with a small plan, save now, because the time is the key factor to help your money to grow, to compound. This the same idea as we plant a seed on the ground, and it will take months, takes years for the seed to grow up like a tree. Is that right? So it's a very simple law of nature. Then we also look at the child. We vision the future, what the little child needs in their life. So we have a lineup of financial needs. Is that right? Number one thing, all nationalities, we are so focused on the child education. Yes, they deserve a good education, but it also takes money, right? And when they start their career, they need a car, they need to buy home, and they also will have enough money to pay for the wedding. And then they might also have a new addition, like a newborn baby in their life, right? And for the lifestyle, they love to travel. It takes money. And whenever they want to start their own business, they need a down payment, like an initial investment for the business. Of course, come to the age of retirement. That's wonderful. We look at the picture here, and you realize that retirement is the longest vacation. Even like a 2 weeks vacation, 2 months vacation, we go back to our own country, we plan for that, right? So my question to all of you is that, shall we plan for our longest vacation, which is retirement, early enough? And you can start with the newborn baby. Then, of course, we want to leave the legacy, and the wealth will go down to the generations, right? And then the question is how to finance the needs. The child grown up in Canada is super blessed. You know what? Number one thing, before age 18, every child, they can get the federal Canada child benefit. For those one who live in Quebec, also have a child assistance payment. And the question is that when the parent receive those money, where should they put them? Option number one, they can spend all those money buying clothing, toys, and food, all the other like a spending. But after age 18, there's nothing left, right? Another option, this is what we would like to share with you, how to save and invest money safely and also wisely. So they can save and invest the money. After age 18, they will have the money for their lifetime. So look at the Canada Child Benefit. This is the federal portion, father, mother, and 2 kids, age 4 and 9. We can pretty much say that average, each child can have around $500, right? So now I'm going to show you a client scenario. And it's only for the education purpose, okay? It doesn't like represent a real client situation. So let's say this parent, they want to use the child care benefit. In Quebec, we have both levels, right? And to fund 3 plans. So the baby is born age 0. Combination of Canada Child Benefit and Quebec Child Assistance will be $500 per month. With this $500, we can create 3 plans. It's a location of the fund. Child Wealth account is also called Participating Whole Life. We put $200 per month. And then RESP, we can put $208 per month. Then another plan, critical illness, $100 per month. So let's see how we can use 3 vehicles or 3 plans to create wealth for this child. So those are the gifts for the children, right? So gift number 1, we put $200 in the Participating Whole Life plan for the next 20 years. IESP, we maximize the annual contribution. Monthly is $208. Then for the next 18 years. So let's look at the Participating Whole Life plan. It's like a commitment from the parents, save $200 per month for the next 20 years. After 20 years, you don't need to put another single dollar into this plan. Now let me help you to understand how we can meet the financial needs for the child in the lifetime. Remember the picture I showed you earlier? Buying a house, buying a car for education, travel, starting a business, and retirement, leave a legacy. Every stage in their life, it takes money. Is that right? So we say, well, $200 per month for the 20 years. How much they put it in this plan? Altogether, $48,000. So you are very clear about your cost, right? And they can get $200,000 coverage from day one. Of course, the protection is growing. When the child is growing to become an adult, they have a more experience, their life is more variable. So look at the age of 40. This $200,000 protection grow 4 times over 819,000, right? At the age of 60, 1.2 million. Good old age, die at the 100 years old, 3 million. And of course, a lot of people say, well, insurance is only for the after dying, and then the money can go to the family. It's not true. Why? Because they can also use this plan as a saving and investment tool. We call it participating whole life. Why? Because they can participate in the sharing of the dividend. So they can receive the dividend. And so because the seed money, they put it in, and then also the every year there's a dividend credit to this account. Let's look at age, let's say 30. At a marriage, they already have a 6-figure, right? 35, you will have more money. You can travel, you have more money to put a down payment. Starting a business, if they would like to take out 100,000, that wouldn't be a problem. And from day one, you already know this child at the age of 60 will have over $500,000. And then age 100, you say the $500,000 can grow to 3 million. That is really the effect of compound interest. Yes, so we always say, well, rule of 72, how your money can double, how fast your money can double is 72 divided by the average rate of return equal to the years your money can double, right? From this plan, we say at the beginning, the child at age 0, 200,000 coverage can grow 15 times in the lifetime, right? So this is a plan number one, a peace of mind for the child and for the parent, because you already create the income, create the cash for the child to be used for the lifetime. Another one, RESP. We are quite familiar with this plan, right? I haven't seen any parent never doesn't want to put the money here, right? Because the parents' contribution, let's say putting $208 per month for 18 years. Altogether, the contribution is $43,888. So it's not exceeding the 50,000 limits. And of course, the government give you the grants, give you the bonds. And if you want to maximize with the bonds, it will be 10,800 plus 2,000. Along the years, we have estimate average rate of return 5%. And then those are the extra money you can gain along this 18 years. We also offer a plan from IA, diploma plan, because they would like to award the parents for such a commitment. So this company will give extra up to 15%. For this child, age 0, he will receive full amount, 15% upon the contribution of the parents. Then when you add up all those money, you will see at the age of 18, this child will have close to 100,000 for his education, right? We estimate 5% of return. When the market is doing better, you will see this amount will be better. So the education is secure. We will say sky is the limits. So we want our children to be able to fly as an eagle, right? However, sometimes like a raining day comes, right? What if sickness hits? The big question is that, do we have sufficient funds to recover? So let me say, well, this is one chart I found during the COVID times. I was quite of like a surprise when I look at this from Santé Montréal. And then at those days, we still have the memory about last 3 years. What happened is that those people got COVID positive, even like the age 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39. Those are people they have quite a high percentage, a high chance to contact COVID. Of course, because they are younger and they will recover, and that is great. But you never know, is there any complications after that, right? So that's the time a lot of parents come to me say, well, I need to have a critical illness plan to protect for my child for lifetime. So let's say the child, I'm just running illustration for 16-year-old. Okay, that is one typical cases during the COVID time. This parent only saved $100 per month for the next 20 years. And then he will have a lifetime coverage to protect his health, right? God forbid, if any critical illness hits and we cover 25 different diseases, and that would be a lump sum $115,000 to this family to help them to buy back their health, right? So it's a lifetime coverage, right? From age 16 to 100. Then the cost of insurance, how much the parent need to put it there, only $100 per month. And for the next 20 years, you see, all together, the parents put in $24,568. After 20 years, and in the year 21, and going forward, there's no single penny need to put into this plan. But this child will have how much? 115,000 coverage. So pretty much this amount is pretty much like 5 times of the amount the parent put in, right? And of course, we say, well, they put in this money. What if the person is super healthy, all his lifetime, never make a claim from age 16 to 100, really like a good lifestyle, healthy, never got sick. That's perfect. And still, there's no loss on the money because $24,568 can be returned back to him upon death or flexible return of premium after 20 years. So they can still use this money like their little saving, like a piggy bank. They will be able to take out the money from there, right? So this is a good plan because either way, gotten sick, have a big lump sum tax-free paycheck to the person. If never got sick, still every dollar you put in, you can still get it back 100%. So let me give you a summary. We say plan number 1, 2, 3, right? So participating whole life plan, what's the benefit? It's a lifetime coverage, long-term savings, and it can finance the needs of lifetime. On the internet, a lot of people call it infinite banking. Pretty much you create a bank for this child. And great tax saving tools, but the parents need to discipline to save the money. And once the person owns this plan, they will have the peace of mind for the lifetime. The second is very specific for the education purpose. So they can invest all the government money and maximize government grants. So those like a seed money don't even need to take out from the earning from the parents, right? That's why a lot of new immigrants come here, even though they don't have a job yet, they can still finance this plan. Why? Because the money is come from the government. They use the same money to maximize government grants, and then they will take compounding interest for the next 18 years. They defer the tax during those growing years, and then save up for higher education. The principal, the contribution, it can be reinvested when the kid go to post-secondary school. Okay, so it's more like a $1. You can generate more money. You can recycle this same dollars, and you can make it really working and compounding like a snowball for you. Of course, we always say we plan for the best. We will also we hope for the best, still plan for the worst situation can happen, right? Critical illness, every life deserves a healthy state, right? So we need to protect the health for this person for lifetime. The full coverage will be 25 diseases. Of course, if you want to have a cheaper plan, you can cover 4 diseases or 1 disease or 2 diseases. Discipline in saving money. And when sickness hits, get big lump sum tax-free payment. Look at the example we have, $115,000. If keeping healthy, no claim, we can return of the premium after 20 years or upon death. So literally nothing to lose. So plan 1, 2, 3 are all saving plans. They are not spending plans. So I would like to have a quote from Warren Buffett. He says, saving and growing money is like someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. So we say, well, saving and growing money, just like follow the rule of nature, right?